So you've built on your tab stops. You've got tab stops inside your document. You've been able to add tab leaders to those tab stops and get a little bit of formatting and style in there. Now I want to show you a couple of techniques that you can use to modify these tab stops. First off, let's talk about modifying the placement or position or spacing that these tab stops have. So I've still got the example file open in front of you. And I've still got the existing lists that I've started to build here. So my first step, I want to change the spacing that we have here. Right now I'm going to 2 inches and then I'm going to 4.5 inches. Okay, but I want to stretch this out a little bit. I want to take the center position and perhaps I want to move it closer to the right hand side to the margin of this page. And I want to take email and I want to put that more towards the center of the page. Well, this is really simple to do. In olden days, before knowledge about tab stops were introduced, you'd sit there and hit your space bar a few more times, place your cursor in there and space, 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 or tab, 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 to be able to move stuff around, and you're kind of joggling back and forth trying to get stuff to look just right. Well, here, I'll highlight all those lines again, get all the entries within my list, and now all I do is go up to my ruler, find the little tab stop, and you have to be right on top of that. If you're just barely off, just a little bit, you might accidentally add another tab stop. So make sure you're right on top of it. I'm going to left click, and I'm going to drag it. And you'll see as I'm dragging that, I'm moving the position of that tab stop. But if you look closely, and I need to put that back, you'll see that I'm moving all the entries, but I'm not moving the header. Email just stays put. Why is that happening? Well, let me put that back. Back to 2. Why did that happen? Well, all I highlighted was the entries. I need to highlight the headers. So I'm going to come back in here. I'll left click and drag it everything. And now I'll go move that little L. Let's move that over. Let's see, I'm going to put that at the 2.5 inch mark. And I'm going to come down. Let's see, I'm going to grab the 4.5. I'll drag that one over. Let's bring it over to like the 5.5 inch mark. And now I've got a little bit more space. Takes up more of the width of that page. Now I'm seeing something that happened here. When I started manipulating those tab stops, including the headers, my leaders went away. That's kind of a bummer. I'm imagining they went away because the headers didn't have them. And I manipulated both of them. Not just the entries inside the list, but the headers moved as well. So jump back in there. If the same thing happened to you, jump back in there, add the leaders back in. But really quickly, you can manipulate the spacing of those tab stops. Just highlight the entries that you want to manipulate, go up above, left click, and drag those tab stops around. Get them in the position that you want them to be in, and let go. And you're done. Try it out. Manipulate your tab stops. Change the placement, the spacing of those tab stops. And Word does the rest for you. Try it out.